Welcome back to Aftermath episode 29. Where we left off, these guys had encountered a little bit of an issue. We are down both Gav, who played Sarah, and Jack, who played Hex.
Yep.
Yep.
Hex, who played Jack.
Hex, who played Jack. Good, I'm good at this. Who probably won't be joining us anymore. But that's their decision, and none of us are salty. That's fine. Well, that sounds really sarcastic, but it wasn't meant to be. Like, it's that's
Yeah.
Didn't
help your case.
Speak
there.
for yourself, I'm always salty.
There was salt, there no longer is.
We gave it no, I'd say we gave it a week's break, but actually it's because just other real-life stuff got in the way of everyone actually managing to make it. But it doesn't look...
Not helping your case any.
Yeah, it really... Okay, let's just move on. So, where you left
Shut
off,
up and kill us already.
you guys had attacked the last god, who you encountered in his own crypt. You have been, or Pandal has been attempting to desecrate the bodies of small children in an attempt to break his worship or something. And the blue man appeared from nowhere and immediately started murdering the guy in front of him, saying only the words, get out, something along the lines of, I've forgotten the exact words, I should look this up. Essentially said,
what's her face, my regards or something.
yes, he said something along the lines of, fly you fools, and then, send a list of my regards. Don't know who he is, though. Or what he's doing here, or how he even knew you were here.
Then I died! Yay!
Sauriv has been knocked unconscious, swatted by the last god, who has promptly fucking destroyed the blue man. And so, we move directly on with combat, I suppose.
We're still on the overworld, man.
Again, can we still be on the map like I asked you like 20
I
minutes ago?
apologise, I changed myself and I forgot to move you guys because it's a different thing.
Question though, where
Wait,
are the other two?
Where
Does
are
that actually change the colour?
Yeah, the other mans. The
of
other blue mans.
names when it's in their turn?
What?
Oh, that's the bit. Look at the turn order. Jack.
Oh,
Jack's name
Jack's
is white.
actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
this
other
is
names
amazing.
are
I
like,
love
kind of
this.
grey.
I almost
That
I
is
almost can't see.
genuinely amazing.
almost
Yes.
can't see my zoom slider.
Yeah, it does kind of blend in. So we have also
Yeah,
managed
that's the
to
biggest issue,
get
to be
a
honest.
good an overhaul for the look overall 20 about 30 seconds before we start this, so everything's now in real dark colours, nobody can see anything. So
Looks pretty.
I love it.
it does look pretty. So that's a problem. I can't actually see what people are proficient in, which they have ticked because it doesn't show up.
There's
It's
just
for me. It's
just a box. It's just like a cyan box next to them.
Yeah. It's
Still.
blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-da.
No, it's not for me. It's completely not
Oh
there.
yeah, it's void
is
for
that
me,
for-
that's super right as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to just turn this off for the time being. Just
It's working fine
it,
for me.
we literally
Turn it
found
off, turn
this.
it again.
Like, yeah, I'll try that. We found this like 30 seconds before, before we starting this today, so I will try and fix that. But essentially, new looks incoming. Okay, so, Jack will do the most Jack thing, and he has extra attack +1, so that's +2. He's going to attempt to immediately murder this guy with his pistol, I suppose. So let's go with yes. Take 2 shots with his pistol. In typical Jack style of pew pew. That'll hit. And I think that hits as well. Let me check. Yes, it does. Okay, so down 2, down 2. He takes 6, take 11, I believe. And he will step over this way to sort of get out of Sarah's way. That's, yeah, that'll do. Akane, you are a person. Do
Okay.
you a murder?
I actually dropped my sphere for now. Because, yeah,
Okay.
Sauriv's in it.
So this is now gone?
Yep.
Oh, you're so kind for not.
And with
Hold
that
on, let me check
disgusting
some of
sound,
my spells.
with that, as you sort of drop your concentration, you see the swirling winds begin to sort of slowly die down and cease.
Okay. I wanna like fly over here, so actually I can walk over there already.
Pretty much, yeah.
There, and can I drag Sauriv out? Can I drag him like a couple of feet away if I do dash for an dash was an action, right? Not a bonus.
Yes, it is. I'll say you can grab him. Because he's unconscious, so I'll say you can. You move at half speed when dragging someone, so you can move him up to 15 feet if you're dashing.
No, 30 feet it would be.
She moved 30 feet to get to you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get him down there then.
Okay. So, like that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Drag Sauriv over the pews.
Yes.
No, she drags me down the stairs, so I like to imagine she just grabs me by the leg
Boom,
and just
boom,
pulls me.
boom,
Just
boom.
bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum, bum.
Would give you brain damage if there was something to damage.
As Sauriv continues to,
I would argue, but you're not wrong.
as Sauriv bleeds out, he is bonked across the head. As you drag Sauriv away, he's not going to take an attack of opportunity, he doesn't care. That's you, isn't it? Coghammer.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
An up.
Oh, that's the torch. Oops. Gonna get over to Sauriv
Okay.
and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Right, arcane casters can use cure wounds in this world.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Get back up, big man. I need you to protect me.
I need your big
Coghammer.
shield.
Hey!
Sauriv, yeah, you gain
Bloody hell.
Nice.
20 hit points back.
Oops.
You are no longer raging, and remember your hit point maximum has been reduced a bunch, I think.
And you're also still fatigued because you did
No,
use a
I don't
frenzy
think it
rage.
was.
Actually, yeah, it probably wasn't, because...
No.
Yeah, because we came back in and did.
Yeah,
this
because
thing
you guys went for
immediately.
rest, so it isn't.
Yeah.
You'd only taken a few hits anyway. Yes, in which case, yeah,
Only a few hits killed Sauriv.
Before this,
Okay,
I'll show you a few hits. What?
later.
Well, in about a few turns. Yes, Sauriv, as you...
Second one. It's 15. Yeah.
And then Coghammer dashes out of the way. Your wounds knitting themselves back together as you slowly regain consciousness. Okay. That's you, Coghammer?
Yep.
Sauriv,
What the fuck happened?
you're being dragged by your ankles across a bench.
Bioswalk
What?
it.
Run!
Ah.
Walk. Just see Coghammer's back. Just running.
How this is the best option?
I'm just gonna look over at Pandal as he says that. I'm just gonna say, fine, and I'm going to. I'm assuming I've got my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna try and kill the guy next to me. Does he look badly damaged or?
He's pretty badly hurt. As with the other 5, he is not moved at all this entire. Like, he's stood completely stock still, not moved.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and kill him with a bracelet.
Yeah, but he looks like a bit of a dickhead, so we're gonna kill him.
Okay. You are at disadvantage, I think, because you're currently on the floor.
Oh yeah, I'm prone. Oh well, yeah, I'll get up first then.
Okay.
Sauriv like break dances on the floor.
Bite his ankles.
I just like to imagine Akane is dragging him along. Sauriv wakes up, like smashes out his sword towards a guy while passing by.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your attacks, Sauriv.
Reckless. Slippity.
That's an 8.
That is an 8.
That is
so
an 8.
it's 22 plus 14, 36.
Wow.
Is he alive?
Well, minus 29, I don't really think so. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I was kind of hoping that I would be able, he would be so I could eat him.
Nah, you were, he had 7 hit points.
Oh, I just realised, like, I shouldn't have had the raid damage there, so it would be less, but oh well.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Still gonna kill him.
You'd killed him on the first hit without the 8.
well, I'm going to cut his head off with the first hit, and then just, I don't know, stab him through the heart or something, and then I'm
Okay.
going to start running.
As you slice through his neck, you notice your sword sort of glows with this arcane energy, and a second slice appears just above it, and this sort of disc-shaped chunk of neck slops off to one side as the head lolls back and falls off.
I hope.
Because that's what your sword does on an 8. As you spring around and slab it through the chest, lifting him a foot off the ground before sort of going to kick him, and then just kind of weakly just realising that's not a good idea and just letting him fall off the sword.
And then I'm going to begin to run.
Okay. And then Sauriv does a cowardice.
Yeah.
He looks very pissed off at the fact
I'm
that he
so proud of him.
Yeah, that's you.
Yep.
Sauriv?
I'm like,
Pandal.
run, and he immediately kills the guy and then immediately runs past me.
One way past you. Hope to outrun the monster, just outrun your friend
Oh.
with 25 feet move. Okay, first I'm
Yeah,
gonna
15 feet
follow
of
my own
movement.
advice and run up here.
Mm-hmm.
As then, as Blue Man Group over there is dealing with his shit,
Mm-hmm.
5 feet in front of you, I'm gonna fucking use the portable gate. Not its let's
Okay.
get fucked by billion necrotic damage or whatever it is, but the make a gate here. I'm putting a gate here to
You can put it between
one-
2 squares because it's infinitely thin if you want.
I'll put it between these two then. So
Okay.
it's like I would then go meh into it, and Swift go meh into it. Sarah can go eat a dick. I don't know. Yeah, like that. It's kind of in the most inconvenient place, but like.
Sure, okay. So, you see the sort of the doorway not appear, you just see kind of the light and the world around you bend and open as if the wall on the other side had just been a painting this whole time and just opened outwards. Inside you see Coria?
No, we're going to Ecox. Is it the one we came into, like, near?
Okay,
Johnson?
so you're going to the one right nearby.
The one
Okay, in
nearby
that case, you see the
first, and
familiar
then jump on.
you see the familiar inside of stone sort of stone brick room underground, the kind of roots coming down through one of the walls. There's dust and moss everywhere. Bit of moss, not very much actually. Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn around and try and inspire Blue Man Group.
Hmm. How you doing?
I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da.
Oh my god. I was going to say something, that's really thrown me off.
You're welcome.
Die for us, cool! Okay, and then I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I had a blue pun. Don't look so blue! That was it, there we go, that was a... You'll be fine.
Is
That's
this how
nice.
you're casting Healing Word?
No, that's a bardic inspiration. I don't know if I can have
Oh.
spell, boy.
Okay,
And it's my turn.
that's it. Yeah. Oh, you can't go for it.
I've used all my movement, and that's
Oh,
used
right,
my
yeah,
action
okay.
to
So you create the gate.
bonus action to inspire.
Felix, you're up.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and help, Blue Boy out. I'm gonna fire an arrow right quickly at, the big old god.
Go for it. Take a shot.
Just kind of with a... Where's
Use-
my character sheet? There it is. Okay, it was kind of hard to see in the shadows.
You're using your new,
So, yeah.
your new bow.
Yep, my new bow. Just gonna fire a shot. Just gonna pull out. Just gonna grab one last bow arrow and say, "And this one's for Sauriv, you jackass." I presume an 11 doesn't hit.
An 11, unfortunately, doesn't
again.
hit. As the arrow sort of like carves off his shoulder, sort of. I just punched my headset. Clinks off his
We
shoulder.
noticed.
off his shoulder. You don't see it having appeared to have done anything.
All right, and then I just move over to Pandal.
Okay. Are you stepping
Because
through the portal?
Yep, step through the portal.
Okay, so...
Man.
Wait, that's this one.
Am I the first one through?
Yes, you were here?
I haven't. Yeah.
Or here? Here.
I
mean, either way works,
I
doesn't
still have my
It works, yeah.
I have my bonus action, so I'll just
Sure,
like
okay.
rogue dash to make sure I get through it properly and out of everyone else's way, so I'm not like holding it up.
Sure, I'll just put you down there for now. As you...
In the wall.
Yep.
That's a good point, yeah, you are sort of in the wall. As you dash through, and you see him, Felix, sort of run through into the sort of chamber on the other side. Felix, yeah. Wait, you run through the portal?
What do I do when I have no other actions or whatnot? I'm just like jumping through the portal,
Yeah.
just like get the
Getting
fuck
out of here.
You run through it? Without the
Yeah,
mask?
I just
Ooh.
I'm still wearing mine. I don't know what people want. Shit.
I'm not.
see. Is this a location that we need to wear the mask or not?
Yeah, the portal is requires.
You have to go through, you wear the mask if you go through
Yeah,
the
then
portal.
I would still be wearing my mask.
Yeah, 'cause I'm still wearing mine. 'Cause
Okay.
It's glittery.
Yeah, I assumed
It's like
Pandal
if
is,
you
but I
wear-
assumed pretty much
Yeah,
everyone
'cause
else
I have
isn't.
Topaz glitter
Sure,
mask.
if you guys want, I suppose, yeah, you can be others. But
I think only Sauriv wouldn't be because Sauriv got like.
Sauriv
bad
was
Do I
like
need to
awful,
roll
yeah.
an
I wouldn't be
intelligence?
because I have no idea what the hell this thing is.
Also, yeah, you're gonna have a rough
Oh.
day.
Yep.
You're
Do
a
I need to
little
roll an
fuck.
int save or something in
I'll
order
be
to get
fine.
through it?
no, if you
No.
wearing the mask,
Wearing your mask, you don't take things.
there's no save. You just go through it. You take a fuck ton of damage.
Damage.
Yeah, no. If
Coghammer, I'll show you be fine. I'll drag you through. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be alright.
okay, I assume you sort of have it on the top of your head or something. You just pull it down, dash through. Sure. Okay, I think that's you. Yeah. In that case, Sarah will do pretty much the same thing. Sarah is going to just sprint up to it.
Yeah, we met her in Courier, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes, she
Yeah.
knows of the mask. She has a mask. Grabs the mask, sort of pulls it down over her face, and dashes through the portal. Okay, that brings us to a very interesting person. This guy doesn't even have. Okay.
I'm like gesturing at this guy to like come with.
Yeah, he sees you guys. He is going to... Well, no, he's not going to step back, because that would be a bad idea. Next row, or take... yeah, this... That doesn't actually... Yeah, that literally wouldn't affect him, and he does know, roughly. Okay, he is going to swing his sword around and attempt to stab out into this guy again, and miss horrifically. Bring back this kind of...
Yay.
sort of, it's almost like half, like the left half of the longsword. He brings it around and tries to stab it into the last god, but it kind of just impacts the guy and kind of just glances off to one side with no damage done.
Also, what is that longsword, and can I get a greatsword equivalent?
Yeah.
Because I want to do 66
No.
plus strength every attack.
It's not his sword that does that. It's actually
Oh.
him. He causes that on any weapon he picks up, or any melee weapon.
Oh, that's a shame.
And if he steals your greatsword, he's gonna be so OP.
So what I'm hearing is Sauriv needs to pick up the blue man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or shave off his skin and wear it like a big suit.
I mean, Sauriv would be up for that.
I know, right?
No, he knows that he can't make that. Okay, he will not move. Which brings it to the last god, who is about to fucking murder somebody. It is this one. Yes. I need to roll a thing. Because he would kind of... There is a good chance he'd do it.
Oh no.
There's also a good chance he doesn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sauriv!
Oh
Oh,
no.
hi there.
You feel something lash out into your mind.
I'm alive!
Sauriv, I love you!
Hey, why are you staying in love with Sauriv? This is freaking Coghammer saving his ass here.
It's true, but like, I love Sauriv, and Sauriv's alive, so...
You feel
Good for HP.
you can feel the last god's. Why are you like this, Rick? You feel the last god's presence just push into your mind. You can feel your psyche begin to sort of crack and break and bend in strange ways. But you just manage to hold it together. You sort of see him glance in your direction, despite the lack of any sort of the top half of his face being covered just by 3 sort of folds of leather mask. He's then going to brutalize this guy.
Oh, so he's not going to kill me? Oh, that's fun.
No.
He's going to kill that guy, though.
Yeah, those all hit, because
Jesus
of course they
Christ.
do. So take...
Towards me. I could have saved him, what a fucking prick! Jesus.
Yep. Goes down to -3.
Well,
Oh, I could have saved him if he'd just run. What a dickhead.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I would, because I could have got to him, dimension door through the fucking thing. Fuck you.
The last
I mean,
god was directly after him. He'd have got an attack
you
of
have
opportunity
any-
and then
any-
additional attacks.
do you have any inspiration left?
I have 3, but I can't...
Oh, the guy,
Cutting words.
the blue man.
Good
has
cutting
his-
words, what, for a D10 now, is that?
He
Yeah,
is-
it's a D10, shit.
I
so
will
if
say-
you'd done the first one, there's like a 50% chance, but...
If you
I'll cutting words the second one.
the second one is the damage
Second one is
or
34.
Well, the first one even. The
First one.
fucking
Okay,
First
okay,
one that
go-
hits the-
first one.
okay, go for it.
Sure, I'll cutting words.
What even is
I'm
this
gonna,
guy's
Beats
I'm gonna
metal.
do a...
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, right, might as well
Go
use
for it.
my reaction on this one, poor guy.
Go for it.
Fish are friends, not food! That's it.
Thank you, Peter.
Wow.
Finding Nemo reference, but thank you.
Editing.
9!
And with that, he
Man.
misses. How much
Bye.
damage?
Oh,
More
I'm getting
time.
for breakfast burritos, so I'll be right back.
Okay, and with
shit,
that, as you shout that out, the sort of what's his name? The last god's concentration appears to momentarily, just for a fraction of a second, be distracted away from his attempt to brutalize this guy. As you see this sort of the arc of, like, he's just standing there, he's not really doing anything, but you see this kind of shimmering arc slashing through the air that just kind of fades away just before it hits him. Before another 2 just slice through this, the blue man. Yeah, he's... I don't know why I've still got this. He's not quite dead.
Yet.
It's Jack's turn. Jack is going to... I think at this point even Jack realises what a very bad idea this is.
He understands what he's done. He's made a mistake today.
Yeah, Jack's just gonna doot, and get the fuck through there. As he will also slam down his mask and dive through the thing. Akane.
Okay, I put on my mask, and can I like... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing.
I don't remember the exact amount of damage that these things did last time, but I'm pretty
Can I,
certain
like,
it was 80s. 12
fly
D8.
up, grab Pandal,
I
and
think it was
fly
12
through the
D8.
portal. If I dash.
Pandal, you're a small creature, right?
I am a small creature.
Yes, I'd say you can.
I can just be
I
whisked
want to
away.
do that.
Okay, it will be your action, so essentially you have to grapple Pandal
Yeah.
because he's conscious. So you won't be able to dash.
Oh,
Just go.
I can get... Oh, hold on. I can get like... fuck,
Hint.
I'm opening the
Sauriv is there.
wrong things.
The reef is right there.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
I do
we'll
have the
find.
movement for it. That's 10 feet, so I have 20 feet left, and that's 10 feet.
Okay, you can if you want to go it.
I want to do
sure.
it.
Pandal, do you resist?
I mean, yeah, because I don't want to fucking...
Okay, in that
I
case,
don't know what happens if the portal gate goes to the portal and does it close it or not, because I've always been
Akane?
the last to go through.
Pandal, I want you both to make athletics or acrobatics checks. 11. 9. Okay,
No, I'm fairly sure the grappler has to actually make...
Yeah, the grappler has to be
it has to
athletics.
be
isn't it?
athletics.
it does. Oh,
And then
what's your
it's the
what's your
defender.
athletics? Yes, it is.
One.
It's okay. So in that case, it's 8 versus 11. Yeah, and as you try and pick Pandal up, Pandal sort of ducks out of the way.
I couldn't even have beaten him even if he rolled a 1. Like,
Yeah.
in sheer numbers.
As Pandal, as you sort of ducks out of the way, as you try and grab
Hands
him.
off the merchandise.
Akane, do you, I assume you still go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sort of like that.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay.
Hey, we're having a party down here.
In that case, Coghammer.
I'm
is
gonna
thy
try
turn.
and be nice. I'm gonna attempt to cast haste on Blue Man.
Blue man.
Okay.
No.
I need you to make me a. He is definitely within range of this thing. So what is it? It is DC
Intelligence.
20. It is a DC 20 intelligence check.
Are you inspired? I think you might be inspired. I don't know.
That
Oh!
will
Doesn't
do it.
matter. Oh my god.
I love you. I love you.
Don't want to be that guy, but Coghammer. It is an intelligence check, not an intelligence save. But your intelligence is greater than +1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Even if it was only +1, he would still pass it. 'cause it's
He would
DC.
surpass. Yeah, it would have to be a
Yeah.
0 or lower.
good point. So, you managed to haste the blue man. Okay.
Blue man, I believe in you.
And then I'm gonna walk through the door.
Okay.
Oh, Coghammer.
No.
What?
Coghammer, why do
What?
you have a torch as well? Boop-a-doop.
Because I had a torch.
And here you
He's
go.
holding it.
I was holding a hammer and
He
a
has a
torch.
top.
I was like, there.
Okay. In that case,
Hey, welcome to the party.
Sauriv.
Okay, I'm gonna just say, we're going.
Yeah, Blue man, come on.
We're going. I'm gonna pick up Pandal and I'm gonna charge through.
So badly.
Go for it.
Okay.
See?
Is Pandal gonna resist or?
Absolutely fucking not. Carry me
Okay.
away.
Okay.
I'm gonna be flipping off the last god as we go through the portal, just for
So-
clarification.
The two of you charge through the
Oh.
portal.
As we go through, I'm also gonna say, one of these days I'm gonna kill you. As
Yeah,
not
put us
yet.
over-
Yeah, piss him off some more.
And with that, Pandal, do you keep the portal open?
Yes, I'm gonna maintain the portal.
Okay.
For like, maybe like another couple of like I think that Blue Man, because I've seen how haste, I know how haste works.
Yeah.
I think if he could have made it through, then I'm gonna close it as soon as I'm definitely sure that he has. If he comes through, it's immediate closed. Like he's just
Yeah, okay. That's a thing that I forgot to do. Coghammer, Coghammer
Yeah,
and Sauriv, did you put your mask on? Forgot to say that.
I would have.
Okay, because
before I
yeah, you
did
saw
that,
everyone else
so
did it.
it's- Yeah, 'cause I was thinking about
Coghammer, you don't
And we
own a
remember
mask,
what
do
happened
you?
to Matthias.
Nope.
Okay,
uh,
I'm so sorry about this.
second?
Yes?
many. Oh, it's so many.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's only 45.
Coghammer.
Acid damage though, isn't it? It's like melts
Yeah.
your face.
As you run through it, your face, and sort of, and any part of you that essentially goes through is just burnt away with this kind of boiling acid sort of chars, and you can see almost in places skull and bone and the sort of the muscle. No blood, but there is muscle and bones just showing through as you stumble through. You take 45 points of damage, which is essentially acid damage.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
What is this thing?
Yeah.
Coghammer is in fact a badass.
I mean, yeah, we knew that.
But no, it's
His name is Coghammer.
Okay, in that case, Felix, is there anything you want to do on your turn? As everyone sort of
So where
charges
are
through.
we?
You are inside a very small sort of chamber you've been in once before. This is the room
Ah,
that you ended up. You actually come out of the tree. If you
Oh,
go up and round
okay.
to come out the tree, this is that place.
Ew, the tree. Not again. I'm just gonna, like, keep waving people through, like, you know. First worry is Akane, then everyone else, and then I'm just kinda like, oh crap, where's Pandal?
Okay. I need to check a thing.
Pandal's through.
I got dragged
Pandal
through.
came
I got
through
dragged
with
through by my savior.
It's just a blue guy we're waiting for.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like we're waiting for blue guy, and I'm definitely holding a thing to it. As soon as blue guy's through, I'm just like, nope. Portal's closed. Pool's closed.
Does have that. Okay. Cast it at second level. Coghammer, seeing your face being melted away, Sarah is going to roll relatively well on a cure
Sarah
wounds.
did it useful. Yay.
Come on, there is more useful with calves.
Oh
not...
god, oh fuck. Concentration check.
Shit,
Oh
yes.
no!
Con check.
Oh,
Oh.
no!
This guy.
Oh no! We didn't think about
Oh.
this.
I'm gonna use the luck.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I believe.
I need to, what, beat 22?
20.
Yes, 22.
Yeah, 22. Believe
On.
in me, man. Come on.
Oh.
It's almost an 80.
Is he inspired?
I think
wouldn't
I
help.
don't know, I really can't remember.
Oh,
I
well.
think you might be because I think I inspired you right before Sauriv
I
went down.
think so, yes.
I don't want to like say if it's not, but I think so.
I'll let you...
That's still only
I-
plus a D10, which is
I'm gonna
not.
assume-
But it's
I
not.
mean,
It's
you
a
could roll-
10% chance.
Actually, it's
yeah,
a...
I mean,
Actually,
Yeah, 10%. Cause, no, 10? 20, because it's
20%.
the 13. If you want to roll it, you can, Coghammer.
I will try.
Please.
No, unfortunately it's not enough, as your concentration is broken by the immense
effigies.
pain of having large parts of your face and body melted away from you. In that case, it is this dude with his... That fades means he doesn't get a turn, doesn't it?
Yep. When haste stops, you have a turn of lethargy. You cannot take reactions for that turn. You cannot take actions or bonus actions or movement.
Oh, rip.
In that
We
case,
have absolutely destroyed the guy's chances by trying to be nice.
in that case, you see another 4 slices slice down into him, and I guess I might as well roll.
One.
Please, I'm hoping, I'm believing.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All
That
of
instantly kills him, doesn't it?
that does instantly kill him.
Yep.
We tried to save Blue Man.
Close the portal.
Wasn't
I
enough.
assume you close the portal?
We can see through the portal, right?
You can see through the portal, sorry. You see him, you see these 4 just slices slash into him, even as he falls to the floor, just another one and then another one. And he's just clearly unmoving and dead.
He's chunks. Yeah, fuck that. Portal was closed.
Okay. As his chunks, you see them begin to sort of melt away in a strange liquidy fashion. Just as the portal
Before we do
snaps
anything else,
closed.
I'm gonna throw Felix the portable gate.
Yeah.
Because he knows where Coria is. I don't. Coria, right now.
I focus on Korea.
You open the gate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really sorry, Coghammer.
As you attempt to open the portal, it doesn't. The one next to you begins to open. You see the lights up the side of it. This sort of arcane blue glowing runes just crackle into life until they meet at the top. And you see, again, it kind of... These doors of the backdrop from the other side just swing open. And you see into a dark, dusty sort of room. Metal grated floor. You can see bits sort of shaking ever so gently. You see a number of old, very ancient crates that probably haven't been touched in 100,000 years. 100 or 1,000 years or so. Somewhere between 100 and 1,000 years.
A
But
long ass time.
judging on sort of the piles of dust on some of them, you can see very little other than that.
Is it what I remember of seeing when I thought of Korea while I was holding the...
You don't actually see through it. You get a sort of a feeling as if you were the gate blind. You feel your surroundings. It looks about right. It's not
I say,
quite-
go! Go,
Put my
go,
fucking
go!
hold my mask. Take my mask off and hold it over Coghammer's poor face.
But, did it like straight up feel like it was just in front of my face, like in the front of my face?
It was just all over you.
holding my mask over Coghammer's face, as if he's not moving, I'm pushing, I'm like walking through with him, and I'm holding the mask over his face.
Okay.
Because, like, I've seen that happen to Bird Matthias, didn't go well. I've seen it happen to him, I could take it. I don't know if he can.
So you were...
I went to the same
did.
Pandal, but I have 2 HP.
Yeah.
And yeah, and your mask is like...
Actually, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna heal myself and like push the mask away and like reach. You see Coghammer just moving his hands around over his head.
Okay. Okay.
He's just gonna cast another heal spell before he goes inside.
Go ahead and roll your heal.
That's another.
You're doing the thing I think you're doing, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no.
Cool. You gain, what's that, 21 hit points?
Mhm.
Okay. And you step through.
Haha. Sorry, I'm at 69 hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Coghammer,
If he steps through, I'm just gonna like put the mask back on, but like, sucks to be him, it shoots glitter.
you step through.
Oh my god.
Oh, poor boy.
Okay. I can close all these character sheets. What exactly is this? I need to check some things. Because of very specific wordings.
Sweet. What is Coghammer trying to do?
He is being mysterious.
Mm,
Ah, is it the... You're in a character sheet. It's that one, right? That I've just opened.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Not
Yes,
like this.
that will work.
Suspicious.
Well... Yeah, so, Coghammer, as you
that's
step
fantastic.
through, nothing happens. You walk through the portal. Out into Korea.
He just shovels around his hair a bit more and then just looks around.
I'm gonna walk through and immediately go to cast Cure Wounds on Coghammer and then look very confused.
He's still
I also step
pretty
through.
badly
He's,
hurt.
he's still damaged, isn't he?
Yeah, but his face is like less melty though.
Oh yeah, it didn't melt anymore. Yeah, so as you guys step through. Felix, are you last? Are you before that, or?
I'm gonna just stumble through and collapse.
Yeah, I'll be last
Flat.
through.
I
Sure,
cast
okay.
a Cure Wounds on Sauriv at... Let me check my...
Go for it.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does everyone have cure wounds?
Well, it's like all
Arcane casters can take cure wounds, healing word,
That
etc.
is a thing.
Because there's no religious
16.
casters.
Because there's no clerics. Or paladins.
Yes, 16. Is that 4th level?
Yeah?
Yeah, rough.
Wow, that was an awful roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let
Okay.
me do another one on him at 5th. Why not?
Had a 5th left?
Yeah.
That's a bit better.
Same
That's
here.
a lot better. Jesus.
Holy fuck.
My boy Coghammer can have that though. That's
Yay!
So it's 38.
that should be a plus.
Plus
Why is it not adding my thing? Should I add my charisma? I
51.
don't. Should it? I think shouldn't it?
I think it should on Cure Wounds, yeah?
For the first one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not doing that for some reason.
It doesn't do that for me either.
No, it
No,
does.
It does for
Oh,
the
yeah,
Yeah,
cat.
for you,
you,
does,
it's
it's like the second
Wait,
of the
it
roll.
does?
Yeah, the
Oh, no.
Yeah. The
Oh,
normal, mine
wait.
doesn't. That should be 11 then, not 6. Why is
Yeah.
it doing that? That's odd.
Might wanna, I don't know. So, as
I
you
think it's adding my charisma, right? Let's see.
as you
No,
guys
it isn't.
I'm just gonna test it. Okay, yeah.
better.
Thanks.
Yes. Okay. You guys
That's not good, no.
find
Wait,
yourself
that's it.
in a room that is at best sort of this iron and bronze, brass even, sort of box. Somewhere deep low within Korea you can feel the shaking that you only get in very close to the railroad. You look around, there's no source of light, no apparent entrance or exit. You're kind of just in a box full of some crates and a old archway that's just in one corner. There's a few things piled up around it. You even see one box that's kind of slightly smoking as it appears to have been sliced in half. That was kind of leaning through it.
I'm gonna wave my torch around a bit.
You wave it around, you can see, but you don't
Oh, yeah,
really
it does
see
that.
any obvious way out.
Oh, it only adds it at first level.
Yes, because it
Yeah,
doesn't
doesn't
add it
times
twice.
the dice. Get more
Okay.
dice past a high level.
So otherwise that would be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Third
So,
level would be like, at least 20. 20
Yeah.
So-
is 24. That's
what do you guys do?
Okay. Say,
Can I,
oh my
like-
god, because that's funny.
You say what?
Go to
Can
sleep.
I?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Can I like
Why do it?
look through the boxes? I'm very curious to what's in there.
Okay.
Like-
The box that you're by that appears to have been sort of perfectly sliced by the gate. You sort of look into it, pull one side sort of open, and as you peer in, it appears to be full of some old, quite sort of dusty, like rags of linen that have been sliced through.
Can I look in some more boxes?
You go over to them. They appear to be metal crates, and they don't appear to have any way to open. Like, they don't appear to be made of multiple parts, essentially. There seems to be a single part that doesn't open in any way.
I don't think I have anything that can cut through metal.
I'm gonna start looking for like anything out of place, like a button or like a wall that was like put after everything else, or just anything that could give a clue in.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, can we look around for like clearly bricked up doorways and stuff like that?
Sure, go for it. It's a 15.
I put on my goggles, just like looking around.
By the way, I still haven't gotten up.
It's fine. I'm just gonna be patting.
Just
Sauriv.
lying there.
Anyone else rolling?
Oh yeah, I'll be looking around while I pat Sauriv.
Sure.
My
I'll also
expertise.
No.
15.
roll. Oh, do you got expertise in investigation? Huh.
Yeah, boy, 10th level
Do-
bard. My next
Do we all do an
expertise.
investigation or not?
If you're looking
If you're
for...
looking
Roll if you're looking around.
Alright,
Pat
I'm
Sauriv,
just
I'm
like,
gonna go look for
why do we
Okay.
need experience-wise to get level 10? 1040, I believe? I'm like 20 XP or something like that off of level 10 myself.
You'll
it.
probably
Says
be
in the thing.
just shortly getting it.
Yeah, 1060. Yeah.
Ah, 40 off. Okay.
I think you're gonna get it after surviving that.
Yeah.
Eh,
Well, assumably, we could presume that much.
We could, yeah, well, maybe. Who knows?
so, yeah, I think we're all just kind of breathing heavy. Kind of getting used to it. I'm just gonna like look to the rest of you guys and just say, y'all want to go to my place for a bit of a rest?
I want to go to a bar. I need a drink.
I second that.
With your investigation rolls, guys, 2 15s and a 19. Pandal, you got 19, yeah? You don't see anything that seems to be particularly newer, or anything that's been, like, any obvious anything, really. Although, Pandal, with a 19, you do see one of the crates in the corner, that it appears to be sort of in the wall, like, right, squished up into the corner. Does appear to have a very faint seam across the top. Like, as if it was, like, a lid that could come off, unlike the rest of the crates.
Just normal. Okay. I guess like walk over to it and like poke it a bit. It's definitely like a lid and not like a weird bug posing as a seam.
Haha, it's a mimic. No.
Activated my trap card.
You have activated my trap card. It's a nuclear warhead.
Cool.
No, it appears to be... Yeah, it appears to be a bit of a seam. It sounds kind of hollow when you tap it.
Found a box. I'm gonna open it.
Okay, go ahead and roll strength.
Oh,
I
Joe.
walk up to him. See. Look.
Yeah, you managed just about sort of yank the top open. It's a bit difficult. It's very securely sort of wedged shut, but you managed to get it open about an inch. It's not heavy. You get it open about an inch, and then it sort of hinges on one side. And there's this very small, well, not very small, it's a very short chain, quite thick links, that holds it closed with a single padlock on it. On the inside.
Why, locksmith? Do you service homes?
Yes, of course they do. Here.
This one needs a new lock implemented.
Oh, god damn it. 11.
Oh wow.
11. as you sort of head over and start to fiddle with the lock, it takes you a while. It's a pretty well-crafted lock, but eventually you do hear this sort of click, and the thing pops open.
Alright.
What's in the box?
As you look into the box doesn't have a bottom to it. Instead, you see the rungs of a ladder leading down. Below, it appears to descend about 100 feet down into darkness. Judging by the shaking of the train, you're probably not 100 feet up.
Enjoy. Okay.
Can I start climbing down? I guess.
Before she does, can I light a torch and drop it down?
Oh, right. It's like obvious I'm on the train.
You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast light on a torch and drop it down, because I feel like putting fire in this might not be a good idea.
Okay, so you cast light on a torch and just and drop it over the edge. Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay. You see it fall down. You see the sort of the brightness light up the bottom. You can see that quite clearly. There's walls on two sides, and it appears to come out into the corner of a room. But essentially, it's the two walls that you can see are the two walls the box is by, so you can't actually see whether what's in the room.
So we're standing in the room, looking into the box, effectively.
Yeah, It's in the very corner of the room, and it goes down, and then it appears to be in where the ladder ends is in the same corner of a equal, like an identical room underneath it. From what you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I start climbing down.
You're not going to fall out the train, so you're going to be right.
Okay.
Just a random, totally unrelated question. Is there like proper guards on the train?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we actually had an interesting encounter with them a while ago.
No,
They
I
left
mean
me,
to
it's fine.
Yargon, because I know the train.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
They're pretty well equipped. There's sort of the guard, and then there's like the elite guard, which are the ones that actually respond to troublemakers that are too much for the guards. And they do. You would be aware. You would actually be aware, same as everyone else now, that they have amulets, which it's a pretty well kept secret for most people. It's very unadvertised. They have this sort of amulet. They throw it on the floor. It will summon the elite guard to them, and it will try and trap whoever. They like throw it at someone. It will try and trap them. Although you can attempt, essentially, you can deck save to dodge it. And all of the guard carry one, so they do. It's a thing that you would actually know. It's a thing that was on the train. It's always been on the train and already knows where they come from. Yeah, Akane, you begin to head down.
Yeah.
Okay. Climb down. You find yourself in a similar room. This one is, instead of slightly rectangular, it's perfectly square, so it's actually slightly bigger. You see a number of doors off to each side, each of them closed. Very different in size and shape to the doors you've normally seen on Courier. Normally they're regular sort of 3 foot by 7 foot doors. These are maybe slightly bigger than that, maybe about 4 feet across by 8 or 9 feet tall. They have sort of beveled corners at the top, giving them this almost slightly archway appearance, and the door itself appears to be non-uniform. They bisected down the middle, and it kind of, on the right-hand side, it actually starts from the top right-hand corner of the bevel, goes down, juts across, right across the centre, and then goes down again, so that it's sort of this strange lump shape that's sort of sticks out on the left at the top and at the bottom of the right.
Can I try a couple of doors?
You don't see any sort of handles. You push on them, they don't seem to do anything. You try and like move them, you can't really get them to move.
I knock on them? Or try and find a button or something?
Is everyone else coming down?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up my light torch.
I'm gonna slowly wander over.
Okay.
How badly is Sauriv looking at this point?
I'm actually not looking too bad, but I do have a point of exhaustion.
He's
I'm
got-
at 51 hit points.
He's got more hit points than the rest of you. He's just Sauriv.
He's a sleepy boy now.
Well, I'm back
I
at
have
max, thanks.
51 hit. I'm
Nice.
at 51 hit points. I'm at a third.
Fucking hell.
And I have 1 point of exhaustion, so that's
Yeah.
right, so fucked.
Why is it that every time Sauriv talks about his stats, all I can think of is Grey?
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes.
It really do be like that.
Mhm.
Does anyone happen to be able to disguise people?
Why?
As you guys head
No
down,
reason.
Felix,
I might be able.
as you step
Yes.
into the room,
Mm-hmm.
one of the doors on essentially the far side from the ladder, which is 2 walls, so yeah. Well, the ladder is on, I guess, the wall opposite from where the gate was, and it would be the one basically on the far side from there. Is your name appears in glowing red letters above it briefly, just flashes, and then the door sort of the door shudders ever so slightly, as if it's sort of unlocking. You hear the sound of some kind of mechanism.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you'll hear it.
That, or is that just Felix that sees it?
No, you'll hear it and see it. It's just it only happens when Felix steps onto the
Oh.
floor.
Well, my lords, they're beckoning
that's-
for you.
That's creepy.
I just like look over to Pandal with a look of, I might actually need some of those drugs of yours now.
I mean, why? You're.
You didn't get any drugs though.
And also, yeah, you kind of stopped me getting any drugs.
Well, we're done with the mission now, I think. Or getting
that's
close
true.
to
I
being
do
done.
have the red ones. I want to know what they do. But
Oh
that's
god.
not for now.
not-
That's for later.
Why is it?
Don't
Why do
snort
we
them.
assume that I become a lord just because I pick up a bow? They have
Because you
really
are.
low standards if that's the.
Well,
Lord of
Wait.
the Fifth Veil, Felix Coe.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we did actually hear it somewhere. I don't remember where.
Yeah, wait. Did
On the
somebody
door,
actually say
on-
that?
On the door, on the way into
The big room. Right?
into
Yeah,
the big
it's-
room,
it was-
it listed the Lords of the Veil, and yours was slightly glowing in red.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, but like when you said Lord of the Veil, was that an NPC saying that?
Lord of the Fifth. No, sorry. That was
Okay.
Was the
that was
door
the
that said
the
that
title.
earlier.
That's what it said. You just see Felix
Yeah, but
Felix
it
Coe
was-
appear over the door. Doesn't say
Eh,
Lord of the Veil.
Misclick.
Felix, go.
That's his name.
That's my last name. Yeah, that's my
Oh.
surname. Or Felix Co? No, my last name's Suki.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was like, hang on a minute. Something's not right here.
That's his company's Felix.
Do I
Coe.
have?
Yeah,
hang on, I
Felix
have my
Coe.
NPC backwards, don't I? Yes, I
That's right.
do. Never mind, I'm just an idiot.
Whoops, Felix was not supposed to be the Lord.
There's been a misunderstanding, guys.
Wrong last name.
No, it's sorry. I'm just getting fucking Kosuke's name backwards for some reason.
Who?
I was about to say, yeah, Suki. It's, yeah, my
It's Kosuke.
sister.
Oh.
Yeah,
Her,
yeah,
her
that's
first
what
name's
her
Ko.
full
I'm
name
sorry,
is.
I'm just being an idiot. Never ignore
first
me.
name- Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you
Her
we
first
try.
name is
Worry.
Ko.
I know.
Our last names are Suki.
Yeah. Okay, so in
Go up.
you see if you see Felix
there.
Suki appear over the door, then briefly before it fades away and you hear it unlocking.
Oh, that's creepy, I guess.
I don't know if I like this. I say just like just kind of like looking at the bow on my back.
Oh, my she was full.
Yeah, you're like a noble now. That's exciting.
Lord,
Yeah, be
Lords
fucking
first.
Why you're ancient
Back,
guys?
I moved back behind
Yeah.
Sauriv.
Okay.
Oh, is it
Guys.
ladies?
Guys, if something bad happens, you might want to buy that thong as a clean, as some clean underwear.
Oh my god.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Coghammer.
You're welcome.
So, do you walk over to the door?
Yeah, I'll walk up to the door.
Okay, you walk up to it. It doesn't seem to react to you. It is a door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it. I don't presume.
Okay.
It, like,
The door's like, oh, dude.
Oi, dude, welcome.
You put your hand out to touch the door, and you sort of try and push it, and it doesn't quite work like that. So you try and pull it to one side, and one piece of the door sort of slides effortlessly into the wall. Put your hand out and sort of slide the other one into the wall. Using sort of just the friction of your hands against the door, actually, it's not really the best system. For convenience, by the look of it. On the other side, you see a very short corridor, maybe 15 feet long, and a similar door, which again, you see it flash your name. And you see it sort of shudder slightly. The sound of some kind of metal moving.
Was that the no?
I don't know. I'd say ready yourselves, though. That wasn't obvious enough.
What kind of sad doors don't recognize me?
I mean, I would prefer it if they recognized you, my friend.
you see a hammer poke out from behind Sauriv.
I was like, I'm ready.
Okay.
By the way, I am just like leaning on my sword.
Is that a hammer?
Yeah, I sort of assume you're like dying now,
Yeah,
Sauriv.
I'm a little
Tired.
knackered,
It's
so-
a little tired.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys do?
I stay closely behind Felix.
You going through, Felix?
Yeah, I go through.
Look up to the second door, reach out, open it. Inside there is a chamber, maybe 20 feet across, circular, with a door,
50,000 platinum pieces.
a door in the wall. There is a single pedestal coming down from the top of the chamber, and a single identical pedestal raising up from the middle. They appear to be relatively simple metal cylinders with these kind of ornate golden bands up the side, or maybe brass. These 4 gold or brass bands reach up the sides that sort of cross over at the top. And the top, indented where the 4 cross, is a single ruby. I think it's a brilliant cut. It's what it's called, ruby, where it's sort of that typical diamond shape, but upside down. And on the one in the ceiling, the right way up. So there's this sort of point. There's a very thin line of red sort of energy that's, again, similar to what you saw when you first killed someone with your bow. It's only there if you don't look at it directly. And in the center...
The lanterns all over again!
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
And in the center is a single glowing, very faintly, glowing crystal orb.
Chime.
It appears to be a ruby, maybe about a foot across. Perfectly spherical from what you can see. But inside
That's
you
a
don't...
big ass ruby.
You don't see
Yeah.
through it. You see the sort of fractal, strange pattern of... as if it was being carved on the inside, with no disturbance to the outside surface.
What's in there?
That's pretty.
I'll reach out hesitantly to pick it up.
Okay, I need everyone else to leave the room, essentially.
Oh!
Don't
But-
go to secrets. Don't fucking do whispers, dude.
Oh god.
What? Yeah. What?
Well, this is excellent timing because I need the toilet, so...
Fair.
Well, you do just go to secrets. And...
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
go
I
to
mean.
secrets.
I'm just quoting Mac Mercer, okay? Yeah.
Just want to be like Matt Mercer so bad.
He's cool.
I'm
Okay,
fine in my room here. I don't want to
we
leave.
will be in
Yeah, my
secrets
room's
for just a
nice.
moment.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, Mac, you there? Mac?
Yeah, I'm here, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Cool. So, you reach out, you touch this crystal. The moment your
Yes.
hand makes contact with the surface, you see your vision vanishes from you, and you see a pool of blood in front of you. You are not you, you're someone else, standing, holding a dagger. There is no indication of whose blood it is, but it's all over the dagger. It's splattered across the front of the dress you're wearing, white dress, and across this pool of blood. You're in some kind of ornate castle chamber-like room. There's a number of candles flickering, but your vision is very much focused on the pool of blood. You reach down, sort of scoop some of it up. It appears to be a lot deeper than it looks. Bring it up to your lips and just drink a brief handful. The moment it touches your lips, your vision flashes again. You see someone running through a forest from a very first-person perspective. It's a different person. You're not sure who it is. A man this time. You dash. You see something is escaping you through this thick underbrush of a forest high up in a mountainside somewhere, extremely dense. You're chasing this thing, and it's getting away. You're not sure what it is. You see brief glimpses of a humanoid figure panting, clearly on the very edge of being able to escape. As you sort of come to a cliff face, you see this figure for the first time. It appears to be a human woman. A stake, wooden, embedded in her shoulder. She is surprisingly okay for how she looks, which is not the best. You see her, as you reach the edge, she leaps over the edge forwards, diving off the edge of this cliff. As you sort of skid to a halt as you reach it, you look down. You are 3,000-4,000 feet up in the air. You see her sailing off down below, gone in an instant, lost. The thought that comes to mind. You see sort of locks of blonde hair, essentially, and a white dress, again, vanishing below. As you turn around, pulling a stake from your belt, something bites into your neck. You almost let out a shriek, but the air isn't there in your lungs. You try, and as you begin to fall over the edge, following the figure that just escaped you. As you do so, you catch a very brief glance of a trio of spires reaching up from this huge mountain range that you'll buy. One mountain over. A trio of spires that you've never seen before. Felix has never seen before, but you've seen them before. It's Yosa. And your vision fades as you fall. It returns to you again. You're in a room, a dark chamber. It's old stonework. There's a man chained to a table. Has grooves carved into it, and you stand above him. He screams as you bring the dagger, slitting down his wrists. And as he writhes and shakes, you hold him still. His the metal bit sort of gagging. He watches the life fade from his eyes in excruciating pain, the blood pooling down the channels, flowing across the table and out into a small goblet. You reach out, take the goblet, and you bring it up to drink from it as it fills with the blood. Your vision flashes again. This time, you're in a familiar town. It's not one you've ever been to before, but it feels familiar. There's a number of small houses around you, and you see a huge, one of the massive rails of courier, suspended overhead as it passes by. There is large mushrooms, maybe 30 to 40 feet tall, surrounding you. And a sort of castle built upon a hillside. It's dark, nighttime. You don't see stars in the sky, of course. You do see stars in the sky, my bad. As you stalk through this town, it's dead. There's no one there, no lights on. But you see every sign of people living here. There are clothes hung out to dry, and there are things living there. You see a dog barking. You pass it by. It's of no interest to you. It's a brief blur of movement as you flash forward. darting down an alleyway at a speed immense, far beyond anything you can possibly imagine. You reach out and you have a young woman looking at you with fear in her eyes by the throat. You bring forward and bite down into her neck. As you do so, your vision flashes dark again. You're now that woman. You see yourself in a mirror, trying on a dress. A figure that you saw briefly reflected in your own previously terrified eyes. A face stands behind you. You turn to him and step forward, kiss him on the cheek and walk past, holding this white, long dress in your hands. Dark hair, tipped red, flows behind you. You step through into another room, a bathroom of some sort. Hang the dress above one side, and step into a bath of blood. Steaming hot, like you might imagine a typical bath, but it's blood. As you sort of submerge yourself in it, your vision fades. You see yourself. In darkness. Nothing around you. You see these figures, each one of them, all four. You see a woman in a long, flowing white robe, blonde hair that tumbles past her shoulders, and violet eyes, smiling. She looks to be in her mid-20s. She sort of smiles sweetly at you, approvingly. You see a man in a dark, long suit. He has a single, completely silver stake tied to his belt. And you see around his neck a single amulet of some kind. A horn, by the look of it. Again, silver. Roughly trimmed stubble and dark hair cut short. A slash over one eye. Typical style. Typical, almost cliché looking. He nods at you less approvingly. The next is again, it's this man in his well, it's the man you just saw. He's maybe 30, hitting early 40s. Hair beginning to grey in places. A sort of disapproving look on his face. Again with the long suit. With velvet red inside and a red tie. Next to him stands the woman. They're holding hands. She looks more approving. This white dress, maybe a wedding dress of some kind. You see the veil over her face, masking her. But you know it was the woman that you just were. The woman you saw bitten. And as they stand there, you hear a voice speak to you. It doesn't have any tone. It's more of a thought than a voice. There's no volume to it, no emotion, no tone. It is simply words entering your mind. And they state, the veil has been lifted. Your vision flashes back to you. Not even a millisecond has passed. We should return to the others.
Alright.
Yo.
I don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So, you guys reach out. You guys see Felix reach out towards this orb in the middle. Felix, it's cold, hard to the touch. Somewhat like you would expect. Nothing seems to happen.
Felix looks like he's seen a fucking ghost.
Felix, are you alright?
I just like yank the bow off my shoulder, toss it across the room, like nope, 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 nope. Fuck that. Fuck this noise. Fuck that. Fuck all of this. Fuck every single piece of this. Fuck off.
Felix?
More a fan of emeralds or
Ah, no, fucking vampires.
What?
Sorry, bless you?
Was it
Vampires,
that?
the things that go around and eat people and drink their blood, the undead creatures that don't look undead.
Sorry if he doesn't mean that, don't.
Felix,
No, like the
in front of you, from the ruby, in the sort of, the ruby's embedded in this pedestal. From each, you see a drop of blood, one falling, one rising, until they splash across the surface of this orb in the middle. You see them sort of slowly work their way around it, vanish into it. None of the rest of you see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're okay?
No, I'm not. I just saw a vision with fucking vampires. I had like a vision thinking where I bit someone in the neck and turned them into a fucking vampire. I am not okay right this moment in time.
Okay, well, she'll take a step back and...
Akane will walk up to him and...
You know what? Felix, what you need is a good drink.
Yes, fuck it. All the alcohol, fuck it. Pandal, where do you keep your drugs? Where's your best drug dealer? Anything to forget what I just fucking saw. Ugh.
You're from the distance. So what's in the room?
Bad, terrible, awful, no good things.
Felix.
It's nightmares, it's some rubies, you might like them.
Felix,
What?
Felix, please don't do drugs.
as you...
Says Akane, who has done drugs.
As Akane
Yeah, and at
hugs...
a bad time.
Felix, as Akane hugs
actually,
you,
not that bad, but...
Mm-hmm.
you find your eyes oddly drawn towards her neck.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! No, 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 no! I just like no, no, no! Like kind of get out of her arms. Like no, 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 no,
But
no,
honey,
no,
it doesn't mean
no,
that, it's...
no, 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 no!
Felix,
Ah.
just like chillax a little bit, friend.
I'm going to run up to, well, not run up, but kind of walk up to Felix, and I'm going to grab him by both his shoulders, and I'm just going to say, "Calm down, you bloody idiot."
I jump on like on Sauriv's back, so I'm like over his shoulder, go, that's what...
I'm
that's
very
that."
clearly like staring at Sauriv's neck with what looks to be a face of hunger.
No. You find yourself strangely repulsed by the thought.
Oh, that one. Okay, so
Oh my
him
God.
repulsed.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like look at his neck. And go, nah.
Haven't you held, Mark? Blizzard blood is disgusting.
I don't know this shit.
None of you
Yeah,
know.
it's just awful.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know what vampires are. We're like, fuck, what's...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never heard of those.
I don't like this bow. I don't like it. Why am I a fucking lord just by picking up an obsolete piece of weaponry?
Dude, if you want to become another lord,
Seems
I know a
pretty
guy to kill.
You didn't do half bad with it.
Which one? The one on your back, Mac?
Wait, is it on my back?
God, he threw it across a room. What?
Yeah, I imagine that I'm just like I just like point to the damn bow across the room and I just see
Wait,
it's
where
not
is it?
there. And then I just slowly tilt to look on my shoulder. See it there.
Oh, look, it likes you.
Well,
And he goes into
let's-
full freak out mode.
Let's
Oh,
get
that-
a drink, I guess.
I think I
I'm
can't...
going to put my hand over his mouth.
There's muffled yelling.
Stop screaming, I have a sore head. Let's go get pished.
Yeah, let's... One thing at a time, let's not drink anyone's blood. You as well, Sauriv, no matter how tempting it might be. You can't eat people.
You remove the hand away from Felix. He's still
I do.
yelling. He's still yelling.
I'm gonna put it back over.
Ah, that's
He's still
relatable.
muffled
I'm
yelling.
gonna walk on over and just touch the bow.
It's a bow.
Just poke it.
It's a bow. It's on Felix's back. It's kind of...
I'm just gonna get a hold of it, like get it off his back.
You put it off, yeah?
Just gonna throw it away. Meh.
Yeah, you toss it across the room, clatters to the floor and slides into one corner.
And I'm just gonna stare at it.
As am I. We're going to be in Coghammer to take turns blinking, so we're always watching it.
Okay. The two of you stare
It's
at the
not a
bow.
fucking weeping angel, man.
You don't know. If we keep looking at it, it can't move.
The weeping bow.
Movement is based on vision.
I think it's intimidated.
Oh, I'm gonna try and like puff my chest out to look intimidating to this bow.
Roll an intimidation check.
I'm going to.
Oh, can I
You
roll
intimidate
one?
the curse away.
Sure.
23!
Nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
Hooray!
I'm
Of
like,
course,
oh,
now
look at
we
this.
roll well.
Okay.
Now we roll well. Coghammer got a 3.
Yeah, I said that as I saw Pandal's roll, not as I saw Coghammer's.
Like,
By the way, I'm also just going to take my hand off of Felix's
Okay.
mouth for a moment.
Sure.
Is he still swimming?
Not at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to pat him on the back. I'm going to say, listen, I have some experience with the whole eating people thing. It's not that bad once you get used to it, okay?
If I see them
starts
looking
screaming again.
intimidating at the bow, I want to join them, but
Instead of an
let's
actual growl, it's just a grrr.
Coghammer,
Yeah.
more guttural.
Nice.
Guttural.
I feel, of course.
There we go,
11.
you get
Yep.
it, you get it.
Felix, I was joking. I'm going to put my hand over his mouth again.
Okay.
I just fucking love the idea of Akane trying to be intimidating. It's just looking cute or something.
All intimidating.
Oh, wow, dude.
That's pretty much how
While
that works.
While I'm
Yeah.
still staring at the bow, I'm gonna start just patting Felix's back.
Sure.
Is there anything there? Is the bow there for some reason?
No. It's Felix.
Let me guess, as he goes to pat me on
the.
the back, he feels the bow back on my back, doesn't he?
No.
Well, we're still watching the bow, the three of us. That's like.
I'm gonna rub my hands together and walk on over to the bow.
Okay.
Let the bow drink your blood.
Let's try this, and I'm just gonna cast remove curse on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
You cast remove curse?
Mhm.
On the bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it this line?
If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains. But the spell breaks the owner's attunement or the object, so it can be removed or discarded. Okay. Yeah. Nothing happens.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but
gonna
rub down.
shrug and turn around.
I keep looking at it. Keep looking at it.
Ah! Ah! I'll look at it again.
The three of us is just staring at this bow.
I stopped staring at it.
Okay.
Felix, Coghammer did some magic-y things. You feeling better?
Shake of the head.
I don't think it worked.
Let's just get a drink and see tomorrow what's up.
Nod of the head.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna stop staring at the bow.
Okay.
Like rub my eyes through
I'm gonna,
my cool
yeah, stop
shades.
staring at it.
Sure.
So where are we going? Wait, where are we even? We're on
Oh,
we're on the
we're on
quarry,
the
yeah,
train.
but yeah, where?
Is there a
Actually,
way
some
out?
kind of storage room. We've got to work.
Are
it
there
out.
any other doors?
Not
I'm
in
gonna
this
look
room.
back at Felix's back. Is the bow there?
No.
Is the bow on the floor?
Yes. No. You look at it,
Yes.
it's there.
No.
No.
And then there's a. Then it's just. It wasn't there. It was just. Looked like it was there for a moment. It's gone.
I do the same thing. Is it back on Felix's back?
Nope.
Back on the floor.
Nope.
Back on Felix's back?
Nope.
I mean,
It's
wait,
gone.
is it on my back?
It is in neither location. It is gone.
Other side of the
Oh.
room.
Not
Hey,
there.
I'm just gonna
look at
walk on
you.
over to Felix. Are you
Felix, you're no
okay?
longer attuned to it, by the way.
Yay! I feel better. I'm seeing
I'm
that
just
that's
gonna,
still-
I'm
Does
just
he
gonna
still
give a slight
feel
slap to his face.
attraction towards Akane's neck?
You might feel that anyway, so. That's for you two to work out.
I have a bad feeling I'm gonna go to sleep and the bow or the ruby or something's gonna end up near me, but for right now, this is the best thing I got going for me. So, yes.
Well, if you pass out from being too drunk, it's not technically falling asleep, it's passing out, which is different. So let's go do that thing. Is there any other doors in this thing that either do or don't say Felix's name above them?
Nothing says his name above it.
Cool.
There are no other doors, sorry. There are the two doors in the other room where the ladder is. They were locked first time you tried them.
That's true.
But didn't see any lock either.
Have Sauriv, the ultimate lockpick. We'll be fine.
Fair.
Yeah.
So-
I guess I'd like to walk back over there and see if we can
Okay.
try another door.
Okay, yeah. Which one are you picking? The one on the left or the right?
Let's go with right, because right is
Let's
always...
go with the good one.
You open the door on the right, and it appears to be immediately into what is essentially a vertical shaft with a ladder on one side. It goes up and down. It goes down about 2 inches, but it goes up and down.
Okay, so it's
Let's go
basically
up.
leading us up. Does it look like
Yes.
it goes up about as far as we came down?
No, it looks about twice as far as that. About 200 feet. Which would, as far as you know, take you over the top
That's
of
on
Coria.
the...
Oh, not all the way over the top, but like most of the way up from Coria.
I mean, if we get on top, we can, like,
For the record,
work out where...
you're not feeling the shaking. You haven't been since you got here. That you would the very faint shaking you would normally feel when you're on Coria this slow down.
Okay, well, let's go up.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up!
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
Start.
gonna use Mage Hand and cast light on my torch again and hold that 30 feet above me as I climb.
Okay. So you blind yourself and climb up. Sure.
Yeah, pretty much, but like makes me feel like I'm doing better. So
Do we start to feel the shaking while climbing up again? No?
Yes. After a while.
Good.
Is everyone climbing up?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as
Yep.
Sauriv is, while Tumchi dies. Cool. So, you guys start to make your way up.
Didn't realise I was muted. But
There-
yes,
there
I
we go.
was.
Well, we thought you were dying.
Yeah.
Safe assumption.
So, you all begin to make your way up. Eventually, Pandal, you come to a door that's essentially behind you. So it'll be the same direction you came. This one looks like a regular door you might see in Coria. There are pretty uniform doors that you see at the sort of the city doors. Looks like one of those.
Try to open it.
It swings open effortlessly and silently. You find yourself in what is essentially a very small alley. It looks like you're kind of round the back of some building somewhere in Coria. You're not quite sure where.
Does it look like a street alley though? Of like
Yes.
in the
Like
street
so there's the
somewhere?
main
Okay.
street alley, and then there'll be side alleys, and it looks like it's a side alley that then does a 90 degree, goes kind of behind one of the buildings a bit, and
So
you're
it's like
there.
a back alley.
Yeah, it's a back alley somewhere. And then you can see just up, not too far ahead of you, there's a side alley. As it curves
I
off to
guess
one
I'm-
side. And the other
I'm
side,
gonna-
I suppose, yeah.
Clearly gesture to everyone that there's like a thing here and we should go here.
As soon as I get out, I'm gonna get out my chest, take off all my pieces on my armor, put it in my chest, and put my chest away.
Okay. At the moment you...
I'll keep one like in the clutch, like clutched in my hand.
Okay, what you keeping?
Invisibility.
Sure. Okay. So, everyone, you see Coghammer start suddenly taking pieces of armor off and clunking them into his chest, which piles
I
up
know,
like
look
quite
out.
easily now into nothingness.
I
As
know we're gonna
it
hang
does.
out, but that was like a bit forward, but okay.
Huh?
Okay,
No,
so
no.
what bar are we going to?
Closest one. Where's the closest one?
Let's
Yeah,
go
I'll go
find the
with the
closest
closest
one.
Do you know where you are?
No, we're in a back alley, but we're gonna go to the street and find the closest one.
Okay, so you
I
head
mean,
out
I
onto the
imagine
street.
Felix knows where we are, because
This
Yeah,
isn't
true.
one you've seen before, actually.
God damn it!
You step out into the street. That's one you've seen before. This isn't a place that you frequent very often. The far side appears to be the university.
Oh,
So we're on carriage 1?
Two.
Is that carriage 1?
carriage
2, sorry.
Carriage 2. This is where you live.
It's like the fancy-ish place. I
Yeah.
believe.
For no reason at all, can someone, I don't know, disguise me?
Unfortunately,
why?
the
What?
only disguise skill I have at the moment only works on myself.
I can disguise you.
I'm gonna give him my mask. Shoot,
I
glitter.
gotta-
No, you missed out.
Can I use my disguise kit?
That will take some time.
That'll take a while. That's
I
like
can, but it will
makeup
take
and shit.
a long time. Yeah, of course.
For the record, Jack makes a few sort of excuses and disappears off into the crowd, saying he's had enough of this shit and he's going home.
I presume the same happens with Sarah.
No, she sticks with you for the moment. Not really having anywhere else to go, not really knowing what else to do. And agreeing that maybe she should probably go and get super drunk too.
I'll take the mask.
What's the command word for glitter shooting?
It's up to you.
Is it glitter bomb? Because I think it was glitter. I think it's glitter bomb.
Okay, it's glitter bomb.
Coghammer, I'm gonna once he puts it on, go. Coghammer, can you say glitter bomb for me? I'm standing like right in front of him, so I'm gonna be showered if it works.
Yes.
Glitter bomb.
As you say that, there's from both eye sockets. Essentially, it doesn't obstruct your vision, but from both eye sockets, you see this burst of glitter in a sort of 15-foot cone. Just
I'm just gonna like bathe in it as it comes.
I'll put on the mask and then let me just see Coghammer go for his head. You see him tap his head, but like it doesn't actually hit his head. His head. You just hear 2 clunks of metal, and a pot appears.
Oh, what?
You summon the pot onto your head.
Nope. It sounded like it was there. It just was invisible, seemingly.
yes. He summons essentially a small cauldron onto his head.
I have a close match it if you want the
Doesn't summon.
clothes.
Please don't fire that at me. I think that will be a pain to get out of my hair and tails.
I think we'll be fine.
Like
Nothing
the
to worry
shampoo
about.
thing where you like flick your hair around. My sideburns are covered in it. It's a bar.
Yes, Pandal looks very fabulous right now.
As always.
Fabulous!
We're used to it.
If
So-
he's not looking fabulous, then something horribly wrong has occurred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only time I'm not
That's the-
fabulous is when I'm dead.
That's the pot that's now on his head.
That pot,
Oh my god. Well, that part. Yeah.
says, opening it in.
If Coghammer seems satisfied with his pot and his mask, I guess we're gonna go find the nearest.
Okay, so you
Okay.
guys head out towards the nearest bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to
I
just
suppose.
like a normal sort of legitimate bar, or are you going to Felix? You would know of a few in the area. Less
The closest one.
known
Literally,
bars.
which one is closest?
Yup.
Okay. The closest one would probably be someone, heads or tails.
Heads.
Heads.
Okay. Yes.
Tails.
Potato.
Potato.
Yes, Felix.
Tomato.
You know of one
Tomato.
nearby. It's one you've been to a few times. You lead the group sort of down right past the front of the university. It's on the same side, actually. And you come to a small door that looks to be to just a small residence right next to it, one of the few houses that are on this side. Without knocking, you open the door and head inside. Inside, you enter into what appears to be a small house. You go into the living room. It's kind of in the back a bit. Pull up a rug, and there's a sort of trapdoor. You open that up, and there's a set of stairs that lead down. Leading down into what is essentially some kind of bar or pub. You close the trapdoor behind you, and you hear the rug flattening itself out over the top. You step down into the bar. There's a few other people there. A lot of seedy sort of underbelly of the city type people. But you know the ale here can be quite strong, and that's what you're looking for right now. There's not so much as a bar as a number of kegs in one corner, and one guy who's got some glasses on a table that he has pulled up to the sort of kegs in this, that he is serving people from. He's a tabaxi man by the look of it. It's sort of zebra stripe kind of deal.
Is he going to ask us about our hands or no?
Who knows?
What?
He watches you with essentially disinterest as you come in. Looks over at some of the other patrons. There's 2 or 3 other tables in. There's one that, a table of sort of these 3 people that look an awful lot like they might be university students. Akane, or vaguely think you might recognise one of them. You see,
Your roommate's getting drunk without you.
it's not so much as roommate as somebody you've
I
met.
think I would recognize my roommates better than vaguely.
Yeah, it's someone you've met in a lecture like once, but not really. Not really known, I guess. You see a group of what's the fucking word? The flying ones. Aarakocra.
The Aarakocra.
You see a group of two, three Aarakocra. In what appear to be these sort of long, flowing purple robes with gold embroidery around them. Their sort of faces covered by these robes being pulled up over their hoods, who appear to be drinking heavily. And there is also a pair of sort of just really, really drunk looking elves in the corner, kind of just half passed out.
Do we know what time it is? Like, not that late, is it? It's like late afternoonish.
You haven't
What did we
seen...
decide?
Oh no, there would be an indication, because as you would walk out the university, there are sort of clocks and things in that area. It's around... It's about an hour's change, right? Yeah, about half an hour's change. So it would be about, I'd say about 3 o'clock. Wait, no, because
Pass out drunk.
it was late.
Disrespectful.
It was late, sort
Like
of
early
mid to late
late
evening. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't be. It would be about. I'd say it's about 6 o'clock. Let's go with that.
Okay.
As you
That's
guys,
slightly less respectable.
it's about 6 o'clock as you guys heading in. Doesn't appear to be particularly busy. Maybe it'll pick up a bit later.
Okay, we go find a table, I guess.
Sure,
Yeah.
you take a table. You have to grab chairs from like 2 or 3 to everyone to fit and pull up chairs. We'll sit
Shot
down.
whiskey for ages. What they say to the barkeep.
He sort of looks over at you. So disinterest, nods, starts pulling out shot glasses. Goes over to one of the kegs, pours it, comes over, places some shot glasses down wordlessly. Holds out 5 fingers.
5 hands.
It's all fine.
Okay. I'm gonna give him. Do I have 5 silver? I do! I'm gonna give him 5 silver.
He takes 5 silver, and you see he sort of slips it into a small pouch on his belt, gives you a thumbs up and walks off.
Thumbs up back. Down the shot.
Gonna move my mask a bit and down the shot.
I was gonna say 2 life, but it seems a bit late for that now. I'm also moving a bit.
I just get a
Mac.
nail.
Sure.
Felix isn't
Muck
gonna.
about.
Again, he won't respond to you.
I imagine I just pass him the universal price for
Yeah.
around this area.
Yeah, it's about like 2 or 3 copper.
Mm. Flip him a silver.
Sure, you flip him silver.
Jesus.
He points at 2 barrels, looks at you sort of questioningly. You like point at one of them, one of the ales that you've seen in the Squeaky Mouse, and he sort of nods. He'll hand you a number of ales.
Alright, cool. Take one. Just gonna take a good old swig of it and then sit down.
Yeah, you'll get about sort of 4 ales for that price.
Yeah, cool.
By the way, anyone that doesn't drink their shot, I'm drinking it.
Oh, there's shots presented to us, I drink it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
so
yeah,
probably
I got
got
shots
it.
for everyone.
Okay,
he's a nice boy.
so with that, are you guys just going to drink the rest of the evening away? Yeah. Is there anything particular
Yeah.
you want to do?
I kinda
Match
would just-
Sauriv shot for shot is what I want to try and do.
So I'm going to need a con save from the both of you.
I'll be drinking
Okay.
quite a lot as well, but I'm also trying not to make a scene.
28.
15. Okay, Sauriv, you're doing pretty well. Obviously, you're beginning to real feel it, but it's Sauriv. You can wear up, you can take shots easily enough. Pandal, yeah, you're on the verge of becoming extremely drunk.
That's kind of drunk.
I'm an old dwarf, I'm fine.
And yeah.
Actually, I
You've
think
actually got
I should-
resistance, so you'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I have resistance as well because.
Yeah, so he also has resistance because he has his belt of magic.
Yeah, okay, in that case, you don't... I'd say you're still sort of feeling it, but not in any danger of getting actually drunk.
So basically what you're saying is I'm going to lose quite hard.
Yes.
That is okay with me. How much does that cost us?
I'd say if you put down a gold, you could get yourself pretty fucking hammered.
I'll put down 2 gold because I'm feeling good that we fucking lived.
Okay, in that case, you're going to get really smashed. You'll
Okay, that'll
end up on the floor
Nice
if you're not
round.
careful.
380 gold.
Okay,
Yeah, Akane will just drink a couple of ales and then eventually, like, sort of lean against Felix, fall asleep.
okay.
At some point, I am going to, like, kind of whisper to Pandal. Why is Coghammer wearing a pot?
You know, pot does a lot for the mind.
Oh, alright, yeah.
Sarah will order a number of shots for herself and just sort of quite clearly be thinking a lot of things through.
Like she got graphs, like value judgments in her head, like, nah, it's not worth it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be keeping a little bit of an eye on Felix after what the hell just happened
Okay.
to them.
Felix. You doing
Felix is
anything in
less
particular?
merry.
You what?
He's less merry, but he is drinking. He seems a little bit more comfortable. Like, he checks over his shoulder, doesn't see the bow there.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's like,
So, you all drink yourself into oblivion for how long? How long are you guys planning on drinking? The evening,
Till-
essentially.
Tomorrow.
Still Valhalla.
not so drunk that I can't find my way back home.
Okay, essentially, you're gonna get real drunk, stumble home, and pass out, sort of. You're
Drunk
gonna go
enough
for
that I can't find my way home.
a British Friday night, then.
Not that
Yeah.
drunk. Felix isn't intent on stumbling home.
Well,
He
there's
doesn't
always
like
one.
Stumbling.
Only partly stumbling home, so it's a Monday through Thursday night.
Yeah.
There's always one on a
Probably
Friday
gonna have
night
to
that
support
get,
Akane. I imagine Kane's gonna get stumbling home drunk.
probably.
Nah,
So-
she only drank a couple and then, like,
Oh yeah, passed out on
probably
his shoulder.
Hmm.
That's like,
way more tired than drunk,
Yeah.
I imagine. So,
Yeah. Sure. Okay, so you all essentially drink away the evening, enjoy the fact that you are alive, and eventually stumble home to Felix's house.
I mean, I maybe get carried, but yeah.
Stumble, get carried. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will carry Pandal and probably be stumbling myself.
Sure. Pandal,
How
you're
much does
nearly
this game
bashed into
cost,
like
by the
all
way?
of the doors.
Well, I have resistance, so how much is that going to cost me?
Put down like 4 or 5 gold. I'd
Yeah,
say
sure.
it's
30,
it's
40
gonna
gold.
it's gonna hurt.
5 gold
Expensive,
it is. 5 gold it is. I mean, I have
Sure.
advantage against,
Yeah, he has advantage, and
Good
it's
saving
Sauriv.
throws.
He has a +9.
and I
Yay.
have resistance. So,
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
Advantage
Same,
resistance.
but an 8.
the belt of Dwarvenkind is so fucking good.
Yes. Yes.
Advantage resistance, and he's no. Sauriv, you're gonna need a lot.
And 20 con, so yeah.
Yep.
And proficiency in con saves.
That's it.
So, with that, you eventually make your way to Felix's house. Sarah will mumble some excuses and head off towards... You're not entirely sure where. She stumbles away somewhat.
Okay.
Kind of indicating that she's going to go find her own place to sleep for the night and needs some time after what the hell just happened.
Fair.
And you guys head to bed for the evening. I think we're going to call our break here, being that we've been going for an hour and a half. We have some leveling to do, and then we will come back to you guys.
Cool.
Gasp.
So, also, when you really need the lift. So, catch you in the next part, which is in the next part. And I don't have to tell Gav he's wrong anymore.